going on, guys? Oh my goodness, I was out of the room. I came in here and there's like 107 messages. You guys have been hanging out. I'm going to say hello to some people, but before I get started, just a blanket hello to all the Debbies in the house. No, you guys deserve your own hellos. I can't do that. Uh-oh. Why is my chat jumping? Patty A, first in the house. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Thrifty Angela, good to see you. Okay, I may not get to say that to everybody. My chat keeps jumping. Floss is in the house. Zeb in the house. Vanderella, good to see you in here. She has been napping and resting well and feeling better, ready for work tomorrow. Jane is in the house saying hello to everybody. Folk of the Forest, good to see you. Helen was out here this weekend, worked on her van a little bit. Sean did a swivel seat install, and she's doing the insulation. And I snuck away with just a shore power install, so that was an easy project. Tim Augustine in the house. Desert Deb, good to see you, my friend. Naj is in the house. All right, I'm scrolling. I did till I had to take her into the garage for that darn sensor going off about power problems. I just got her back today and they said she's all better, planning a trip before the week's out. I wonder what was wrong. So when Jane was here, she drove here and actually had to jump her van. And then when it was here, I had to jump it one time, but it was right when she brought it here. It was like 2 days later, after she had driven it all the way from New York. It jumped immediately and we didn't have a problem with it again the rest of the time. So Floss is in the house. Good to see you. Gracie's in the house. Surfing Dodo. Good to see you guys in here. Along the northeast coastline. I love the northeast. I do. Kelly and I went out there. That was one of our first trips together, and it was incredible. Maine and Vermont and New Hampshire, and I love it out there. Nancy Bear in the house. Laura Kramer in the house. Ann Holland in the house. Good to see you. All right. Julia's in the house saying hi to everybody. Oh man. So, for you guys that don't know, Julie in the house is the transit that I'm working on right now. Sean and I are wrapping this baby up, and I'll tell you, it's a good day when you have to make 3 cuts to a countertop and all of them come out pristine, because believe it or not, getting that sink cut perfectly can sometimes be challenging. I won't lie to you. If you look at the bottom of the sink, there's like 3 marks on it because you've got supports that hold your base together, that makes your base strong. And yeah. So the sink was one of those were kind of in the way. So you got to be careful. Let's see here. Johnny, I had to ask where people would want to do a quick 1-week getaway. Where do you think I said? A 1-week getaway, where do you think I said? I'm just going to guess Hawaii. Oh, or Maine. Hawaii or Maine. Julie, your van looks amazing. She may know more than what Julie knows. You know, you get to a certain part of a van build and you really don't want to share a whole lot with the client, because I have had several clients show up. They had seen everything, so there really wasn't a lot of surprise. So we're getting to the point that maybe it's time for her to quit looking at pictures. Mary is going to have a total hip replacement next Monday. We will add you to the prayer list. We will add your doctors and nurses to the prayer list. Mary having hip surgery. I'll tell you what, though, you can talk to Debbie Babb, because she's got first experience knowledge. She's the most recent person that I know of that had a hip replacement, and she's doing good. Love the Northeast, born and raised there. I gotta wait for, can't wait to see it. Yeah. Helen, don't you spoil any surprises. There's no surprises so far, except it looks good. Okay. Voltage was dropping when coming to stop. So Missing grounding hardware, some loose parts around the battery. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Hitch Up and Toe is in the house. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming in. Freddie Schaefer in the house. Man, there is some faces in here that I have not seen in a while. I appreciate you guys coming in. All right, guys. If you've got a van question, whether it's van life or van building, make sure that you put a QQQ or an asterisk, 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 so that I don't miss it. And in the meantime, I'll tell you a little bit about the current van that I'm working on. We got the plumbing all in. And I'll tell you, there's something about when there are several things that you love during a van build. And it's turning the lights on in your van for the first time. And then the second one really is running water. When you've got running water and it's going to a gray tank, and it's like your home is almost home. So we did the hot water, the water heater install today, all the plumbing, and really, really, really a clean install again. The plumbing, I'm really got my plumbing dialed in. How's the mini split working in Sean's van? So here's the thing. All kinds of comments, all kinds of views on that video. That video has only been up for 3 days and it's got like 2,400 views. So thank you to everybody that watched it. So Sean loves it. Now, I get a lot of comments on how much power does it use. And the maximum amount is 600 watts. He's got 400 amp hours of battery. So what I was trying to show on the video, because it's not hot in Missouri, really, it's only about 82 to 80, 84 degrees or so. It's not been real humid the last week. I'm telling you, it was 100 degrees before we installed it. As soon as we got that install done, it's like all of a sudden the temperatures are cool and he doesn't even need it. He was running it. I heard it running yesterday when he was out there, and I can tell you he loves it. Now, for all of you guys that watch the install, the number one comment that we're getting is the drain line. And totally understand that. The drain line does go all the way down into where that repo is. You can't get your hand down there. So what we would have to probably do is drill a hole somewhere like on the outside of the van, which we really didn't want to do. The lady on Bob's Wells channel, she's had hers in there for 1.5 years, and still has her drain there, according to the video. So Sean is going to keep an eye on it. The same paint that's on the outside of the van is in that cubby as well. So as long as there's no raw metal showing, if it's all coated and it's not standing water in there, it's literally dripping out as fast as it can go in. I don't think it's going to be an issue, but that is the number one comment, and we shall see. 112 in Phoenix, praying for Dee. She's supposed to get out of the rehab center tomorrow, then figure out transportation for her box van. And did you get to see her? The last I talked to her, you guys hadn't met up yet. I've been praying that you guys get to see each other. Let's see here. I finally was able to talk to Dee. Yep. Yeah, Dee did have 2 phone numbers for a while, and she's back to just the one phone. Wants you to go on a Gracie Vanderella wants you to go on a cruise. Oh, I never did. Kelly, put it in right now where you want to go if you were off for a week. Van Girl Shirl's in the house. Good to see you. Johnny Lightning coming in. Let's see here. Question: does Sean mini split do both heat and AC? No, it does not. We did talk about that last week, and his is an air conditioner only. Laura saying, what happened to Box Van D? She has been in the hospital for couple weeks now. Bunch of testing, and she put a video up on her channel a couple weeks ago. Go check that out. Don't panic. She is doing better. It is a very alarming video, but I did talk to her and sounded better. She sounded like she needed a cigarette, but she sounded better. For all you smokers out there, you can imagine what it's like going into the hospital or rehab and going from smoking to just a patch. You've got that muscle memory thing. It's tough. My mom was a heavy smoker for years. Laura, she had some health issues, but it's doing good. She is. But she doesn't want to drive the box truck. The box truck had troubles getting to Washington. She doesn't want to drive the box truck to Arizona. Now, she has had people in the community reach out and volunteer to drive it. She does not want to deal with that. If that box truck has any issues, she has to come up with the cash to fix them before she can get home, because that's her home. So she wants to put it on a flatbed and have it transferred. Hopefully that'll all work out. If you put kills, mold, and mildew paint on raw construction plywood, is one coat of this, that raw wood is sucking paint up, and 39, just want to see what you think. I think that if you've got raw wood and it's going to be exposed to the weather, one coat is never enough. I feel like you have to really coat that. And I'm telling you, I see people do this all the time. Paint needs to cure. It takes a while to cure. If you don't let it dry well enough between coats, it's really not cured. So make sure whatever it says for the dry time, make sure you follow those instructions. The other thing is, it's really, really best to put on a thin coat, let it dry completely, put on another thin coat, let it dry completely, instead of just heavily coating it once. It really does perform better, in my non-painter's, non-professional opinion. I just feel like sometimes people put a coat on real heavy, and you're really not doing justice. It's really not doing it justice. How many amp hours do you think is adequate for off-grid camping? This is what I want to know. How many watt hours do you use an hour? For example, I use under 100. My refrigerator's about 70. My max air fan, I never run it at even 50%. Most times I run my max air fan at 30%. I'm under 100 watt hours. So for me, 2,000 watt hours is enough for 24 hours. So I'm fine. If you've got an air conditioner, do not consider anything under 600 amp hours. And if it's 100 degrees outside, you're going to need closer to 800 or 900 hours, or you're going to need a second alternator or a onboard generator or something like that. Hope that answers your question. So 2 thin coats are better than 1 thick one, but I'm not a painter either. But I do feel that we are, I do feel that that's right. Yes, Gracie, she hasn't had a smoke since she went in. I'll tell you what, it's hard. It's hard, but this would be the perfect time for her to not smoke, to quit smoking. Guava cream cheese puff pastries in the oven. I'm not even sure that is something that I would eat. I never ate cream puffs. It sounds good, but yeah. Been great here in Kentucky. Good. That is perfect. When are you closing on your house, Tim? When are you closing? Where'd you buy at? Eastern or Western Kentucky or Central? The other thing, if you're not using paint and you're using polyurethane, I typically will put 2 coats on everything. That's that 3 times that 3 times polyurethane. But if it's going to be a surface that you're going to use for a countertop, in a cabinet that's got water exposure, like where your water tank and everything is, I put 3 coats on, because I want to make sure that wood is completely protected. For those of you guys that saw my last 2 videos ago. Dawn was here from Canada, had a lot of water damage. She didn't have water in that compartment for, years. That was literally a season, like from the winter into the spring, it did that much damage to where she had mold. So really, really, really treat your stuff. And I see so many people putting floors in and not treating it. If you're putting furring strips in your van, make sure that all 6 sides of your furring strips have like some marine grade paint, heavy duty polyurethane, stuff like that. Now, I am going to say, when you polyurethane stuff and you put glue on it to screw it together, that polyurethane prevents a bond. So if you're going to screw like cabinets together, the edge that's getting screwed, you need to make sure that that's a raw edge. Don't polyurethane that edge, or the glue's not going to hold. These are things that I'm telling you that I know from experience, and I know them to be true. Sandra K in the house. Going to look at a new van tomorrow. Ford or Transit? Ford or Transit? Ford or Ram or Sprinter? Are you getting a Sprinter? I like the front wheel drive. I'm kind of leaning on builds more towards the Transit these days. Some of the aspects are just easier to build out, but front wheel drive, ProMaster for the win for me, or an all-wheel drive Transit. Where's the best place to put the Max Air fan? In the front, or the back, or in the middle? I'm telling you what, for me as a builder, I like putting it in front, because a lot of people put their bed towards the back and they've got some kind of window back there that will open. If you put the windows in the back and the Max Air in the back, you're really not circulating that air in your van. You need air circulation in your van. A lot of people have their galley in front. You need that smoke to go out, if you're cooking, because if you're frying stuff, it's a small area. It'll get smoky quick. You got to have that fan going. So I typically like them in the front of the build. I have had several clients that want one in the back. I wouldn't put it in the middle. Then you've got to separate your panels, which you can do. But I typically like mine in front. Get that air circulating. So did not know cure time. Great answer on the paint. I will get another gallon, maybe 2. Awesome Possum is building out the 14-foot box for me. Oh, cool. The man is a genius and more than fair on price. That's cool. Is he vlogging the build? I'll have to go check his channel out. Margie is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Say hi to Jeff. These guys are Army Corps of Engineer camping gurus. If you guys like to camp at Army Corps of Engineer campgrounds, check out RVS's and April's channel. They have been vlogging these places, showing the campsite numbers. I think I got bit by a sugar. Check them out, guys. At 3.5 packs daily. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's too much. Hand to mouth. That's what I mean. Hand to mouth. Yep, my mom was the same way. Hi, everyone. Eating dinner. Good to see you, Kathleen. Thanks for coming in. I get the keys, Todd. Oh, you get the keys. House Thursday. Southeastern off I-75 above Knoxville. Oh, cool. Close to Indiana. Of course, I put my Max Air fan in back. These portholes don't open. Yep. And we're going to put a window in the front of her van. She already has the slider that opens. We're going to put another one behind the drivers that opens, and that will give her the air circulation that she needs. But the good news is Dee and Maxie have a ride back home. That's cool. Yep. Linda in the house. Who are the COE, Corps of Engineers? That is RV Ashes in April. Margie, if you want to drop a link to your channel, or if one of the other moderators want to drop a link to to her channel, they've done multiple videos throughout. She's been a YouTuber for years, and they have a Class C. They do a lot of camping and they're nice. They're nice campgrounds, full facilities. Ram ProMaster high roof rack recommendations. I'm a Yanaka fan. The price is worth it. The quality is worth it. It's low profile. I love it. I love it. I love the T-mounts. Now, if you have the super high ProMaster, look up there, because the super high that I built out does not have the T-mounts. So if you've got a regular high Ram ProMaster, check out the Yanaka roof racks. And if you look at them and you like them, reach out to me, because I can get a good price on the racks, a couple $100 off. So let me know. Let me know. Just back from Bowling Green, Kentucky. We'll be doing a van trip to Tennessee in August. I'm going to Tennessee in August. Or you put it in the chat if you guys are going to go see the Seahawks play the Titans in August. Because we can get like a caravan together and go watch the Seahawks kick some Titan butt. Idea. I'm installing cabinets vertically and putting chains to have the cabinet door let down like a secretary. Just more work surface in the kitchen. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, it just depends on like how low that is, but that's a good idea. And it really depends too. I do the shaker doors. They're only 1/8 of an inch. You could still put stuff on it. Just got to be careful it's not too heavy. You don't want to bow the doors over time. But cool. Save the red ones for me, please. Uh-oh, what are we eating? I'm addicted to sugar-free popsicles. I know, right? I'll tell you, guys, I found something. And you know I've got a sweet tooth. Look these are not easy to come by around here. Sometimes you can walk in and people have them. Sometimes you don't. Oh, my goodness. They're not open. That's my video editing snack. Kelly, look what I found. Wondering Meemaw, going to watch the Chiefs versus the Bears in August. That's going to be a good game too. That'll be a good game. I'm going to vote for the Chiefs. I'm just going to say that right now. We'll see how that goes. Surfing Dodo got the link dropped. Thank you for that, Kathy. Rockstar moderator. Love Jelly Bellies. I know, right? No. Grape is to die for. I like oops, guess you comment too long, it's gone. Box Van D in the house. We were just talking about you, D. Glad that you are feeling better and going to be going home soon. I'm munching on hot tamales. Yep. Love them cherry jelly bellies. You must have went to Rural King. I may or may not. We did. I'll tell you what, them deer are expensive. Those deer are expensive. Johnny Jelly Bellies came in sugar-free and they taste good. I'll have to check them. I don't think these are sugar-free. I don't mind sugar-free candy. I've got to stay away from the sugar-free chocolate. It tends to irritate my stomach. It kind of does not do me well. I don't know if it's because of the gallbladder. I don't have a gallbladder. I don't know, but it does not do well with me. So I cannot eat sugar-free chocolate. But I probably can eat the sugar-free Jelly Bellies. I drink sugar-free soda. I don't mind. All right. What else is going on? Besides this van. Besides the van, Sean's mini split's doing good. My van's doing good. Kelly's doing good. Gummies get stuck in between the teeth and gums and cause issues. I know. And my dentist hates it when I do this. Did you see where I said I wanted to go? Oh, I did not. I did not. That's a good one though. That's a good trip. Hello, Box Fandy. Happy to see you here. Hope you're doing good. Um, what did Annette say? What did I miss Annette saying? Is Annette misbehaving? I must have got bit by something. I mowed the grass last night, immediately came in, washed myself off with Windex, jumped in the shower. I got bit by something. I tell you, it's not a tick though. Oh, guys, we saw an owl here last night. Sid found an owl up in the tree. We thought she was going to climb the tree, and the owl flew to the park. Sean ran in and got me, and we were both able to see it. I got a couple of pictures, not fantastic. It was dark, so you know how the camera does. Tuned in late, our grandson visiting and keeping us busy. Yay! I can't wait to be busy with grandchildren. Just walked in from working on the van. Love it, love it, love it. Hope everything is going good on that van build. Just your clothes with Windex. I can't. I gotta make sure. I got bit the last time so many times by chiggers. I'm like, I was working on the yard. I'm like, I can't do it anymore. Can you literally just connect Renergy solar panels and Blue Eddy AC 180 directly, and that's it? I don't think Renergy. Oh, wait a minute. Just Renergy, you can. So here's the thing. Most of the solar panels that I know that come from Renergy are 12 volt. Blue Eddy typically needs 24 volts to charge. The 180 might be 12 volts, so you'll have to check. But there's a cable that comes with the Blue Eddy that goes into the site. It's a input, a solar input cable or a DC input cable. And it may have an XT60 or an XT90 on it. And then that goes to two MC4 connectors. Those MC4 connectors, hook them up to a Renergy panel, any kind of solar panel, and it will literally charge. So cool that you saw an owl. I know. That's what I said a long time ago. For those of you guys that know, a fantastic day would ever be if I saw an owl on my own property. And we saw one. Not only that, guys, probably about 3 days ago, it might have been 2 days ago, we saw an eagle over as well. And Sean said he saw one not real long ago as well. And then, of course, when we first got out here, I saw one as well. Now, guys, why we're talking about the Blue Eddy, real quick, every time I have a live stream, I never know what people are going to be here. I know a lot of people that follow my channel. They found my channel because I power the vans with the Blue Eddys. If you're looking for a power bank, make sure you look closely at what you're buying, because the Blue Eddy AC200L that has come out is a 48 volt output. You do not want to get a 48 volt output and try to power your 12 volt needs. You would have to purchase a $200 device that converts it from 48 volts down to 12 volts. $200. So it is a fast charge, so that is good. But just be aware if you're looking for power banks, and I'm sitting here promoting them, all the time. So be careful. I will take Van Math over candy and ice cream chat. No, I was going to ask if you'd seen another bald eagle. Yes. Patty A was here the last time we saw one. And I think my son or Patty is the one that spotted it. And thank God we were all able to see it. Can the Blue Eddy and the Ace Volt be hooked to the solar together at the same time? No, that won't work. But what you do is hook the one up, try to make a cord so that the Ace Volt and the Blue Eddy both go to like an XT60 or an XT90, and I can make you a cord because those MC4 connectors are hard to get apart. I can make you a wire that has an XT60 on the end of it or an XT90, and all you got to do is unplug it from one and plug it into another one. And unfortunately, you have to do that. But what I would always suggest is keep your Ace Volt charged up. Just keep it charged up in the corner. Your Blue Eddy is going to power your van. It's going to power your van. Unless you plan on using an induction cooktop or an air conditioning unit, which neither one of those combined would run the air conditioning for more than a couple of hours. You're going to have 2 dead batteries. Those kind of air conditioners just use a lot of power. So anyway, so no, you can't, but yes, we can make a cable to make it easy for you. Stop by Tony's restaurant in Birch Run, Michigan. Lots of food for the price when you go to Frankenmuth. Kelly, screenshot that or remember that. Let's see here. All right. We had a juvenile hawk staying under the tree in front of the homeless hotel, not afraid of dogs or people. Yeah, sometimes those hawks, they'll be in like suburban areas because they're kind of hunting the rabbit and the squirrels and the rodents. So sometimes they can be annoying. Ace Volt is a power bank like Blue Eddy, Jackery, EcoFlow. It's just a Chinese power bank. I was the one. Bernadette got the picture. Cool. I see bald eagles, red-tailed hawks, owls, and other prey. Nor see the owls less, of course, but one daughter of mine always manages to spot them sleeping in trees. That's cool. We have the red-shouldered hawks here all the time. They are like, not a day goes by when I don't see them. And they're supposed to be good. They're supposed to be like, natives said it was, it was good if they were spiritually for you, if they were flying around. So I'm happy that they're here. And I love the owl being here. So between the mouse and the owl, I don't think I'll have a mouse problem here. But did I say the mouse and the owl? The cat and the owl. Let's see here. So what you're saying, same when I was living in New Hampshire. Yeah, that's so cool. I love wildlife. I love watching I'll tell you, there's a channel that on YouTube, and it's like Big Bear or something like that. And it's a bald eagle channel, and they've got a camera on a couple of eagles, and they just constantly watch them, and you'll follow the progress, the when she lays her eggs and when she's sitting on them. And yeah, it's really cool. Are you in Indiana? I'm in the Midwest. Do you offer classes or partial build services? I do. I'm in Missouri. I am about 90 minutes away from St. Louis, Missouri. Any refrigerator suggestions for my no build? Doesn't have to be a big one, as it's just me. Refrigerators here's what I'm going to ask you. Do you feel like you want a dual chamber refrigerator, like for ice or ice cream? Do you feel like you would need that? Yeah, Big Bear, California has the Eagle camera. Yep. So there's all kinds of refrigerator companies. I did a review on a Joy Tunis one. Helen bought a refrigerator, either that same one or one like it, has had good luck with it. My sister still is using hers, probably almost 3 years later. Bodega's good. Dometic's good. A little bit more costly than an off-brand one. Patty Augustine, what's the name of your refrigerator? It's like Sun something. Some of these are, look at the compressor that they're using. But, I mean, there's a bunch of good ones out there, and they're not real expensive. Iceco is a real good brand. They're getting ready to send me one. Set Power. Matter of fact, Set Power was another one that had reached out, and some people are like, they want to buy from the US. A lot of this stuff is rapidly manufactured. My Alpacool is 3 years old, doing great. Patty Coretta has an Alpacool, and it is in her van that was built out in October of 21. So, and it's still doing fine. She may go with a refrigerator that opens as opposed to the chest, but the refrigerator itself is still doing good. I love my chest style Set Power with dual compartments at a very reasonably priced. That's what I'm saying. If you stay away from the big brand name, Dometic is going to be probably your most expensive. Then like Bodega, Iceco, those are going to be expensive. If you look at like Joy Tudis, Set Power, these are companies that it's not that high brand name, Nike, whatever, but you're not paying for it either. So sometimes it's better to go with something like that, because if it does go out in 3 years, it's easy to replace. So Van Life Plus has one that is dual compartment and makes ice. What? That's pretty cool. Let's see here. I make ice daily and mine several times a day. Yeah, because if you got a freezer, you can make your own ice. I like to buy a bag of ice. It's easy to buy. Our freezer's big enough. We buy a bag of ice, and it'll last us our entire trip practically. I'll tell you what, that's what retirement is all about, John. Eating too much, talking too much, and playing wiffle ball too much. That is what retirement is about. And freezing is a backup battery. I never heard of that brand. Look at the compressor, look at the reviews. Try to get one that's 12 volt. Don't get one that's 24 volt if you can at all avoid it. Guys, we are halfway through the show. I want to give a big shout out to all my channel members, all my Patreon members. The Patreon Zooms are so much fun. It's an amazing place to learn all kinds of stuff and talk to other on-screen, other people learning and living the way that we are in van life. So a huge thank you to all you guys giving the channel a little bit extra support. Don't. I knew that was coming. I have an Engel for over 15 years. When I bought mine, I've heard people running theirs continuously for 25 years. Very efficient, very reliable, highly recommended. So here's ENGL. Is that a chest refrigerator, Tim? Thank you for your support. Thank you for thank you for all your support. Night D. Let's see here. I will be heading to Montana after spending a few weeks in the rainforest. Cool. One of my hobbies that I really love is photography. Don't get to spend as much time doing it as I would like. When I'm 62, game on. I'm going to retire. I'm going to get a wildlife lens, and it's going to be game on. But rainforests, I love going to the mountains and trying to capture wildlife. Our best excursion on our Alaska trip was when we took a bus ride, and all we did was look for wildlife. Super cool. Chest, they do have dual zone models, not inexpensive. They're not inexpensive. I'm telling you, a dual zone, 70, 80 liters, they're $600. So it's not an inexpensive purchase. So I'm 1 hour for you, 2021 ProMaster empty pre-build. Could I get some help if I brought it to you? I don't see much info on your website. I really don't do a lot on my website because I do most of it here. You can send me an email to midwestvanbuilders@gmail.com. I am completely booked for anything. As far as just helping. Now I can give you some advice. I can give you some consultation. Before then, where's my thing at? Where's my banners at? I'll put my email at the bottom of the screen. But definitely send me an email and we'll talk. Buy once, cry once. That's a good slogan. That's a good slogan. Buy once, cry once. EagleCoolers.com. There you go. Ivan's in the house. Good to see you. Yes, sometimes in van life, in van building, I'm going to use Helen as an example. You watch all these videos and you kind of like, oh, I'm going to do this first. I'm going to do this first. And sometimes it just helps to talk to somebody that does it and can say, you know what, don't pull those wires, insulate first, then pull the wires. Or I like to do the beginning stages, probably my first 10 things. I do it in that order on every single build. So that's the way it goes. I love that. Buy once, cry once. Oh man. She is taking deposits to get on the 2025 calendar. Absolutely. Absolutely. May of 2025 is what I'm scheduling for full builds. May of 25. I am booked until then. Similar idea, but you can't drink an ice pack. Oh, I missed that one. I just got in here a few minutes ago, got tied up doing hard work. I'll tell you what, hard work is good. Keeps that heart ticking. Keeps that heart ticking. For those of you guys that are new here, got quite a few subscribers off of that mini split video yesterday. If you guys are new here, we do a van life meetup in September 21st, 21st and 22nd at Fred Rock Glamp Ground here in Missouri. There are going to be over 50 vans here. If you guys are just new to the channel, there are plenty of spaces available. No electric spaces, but if you've got a power bank that you need charged, we'll be able to get you charged up throughout the day. And it's $60 for the entire weekend. Lots of giveaways, lots of food. I heard there's going to be some egg rolls there. There might be some zucchini bread. Les and Bernadette are cooking breakfast for us one day. The Patreons will do something special for you guys. It's going to be a good time. So inquiring minds, send me an email. Can you link or put the event notes in the chat? Kelly, will you put the event notes in the chat? Can't wait for September. Yep. If Kelly or one of my moderators, September 20th, 21st, 22nd, $60, Fred Rock Glamp Ground, send me an email. And if you want to come, you got to PayPal me $60 or Venmo me $60, and then we'll send you a link to our private Facebook group. Chocolate cicadas at the meetup. Chocolate cicadas at the meetup. We do have chocolate cicadas. We probably have, I think, 15 of them. We will be chocolate dipping those for Kathleen Klein and everybody else that wants to join in. Chocolate cover cicadas. Only at the Johnny's Journey meetup. She's booked till May 2025. We knew her when she was just a nurse with a dream. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Yep, just a nurse with a dream. Per rig, once you pay, add it to the Facebook group for details. There you go. Not to mention dirty work. I emptied my waste tanks. Ugh, 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 ugh. Yep. Yep. If you don't have PayPal, you don't have Venmo, and you use snail mail, send me a check. That's all good too. I had somebody do that. That works as well. Oh my goodness. What else is going on, guys? What else is going on? I don't know a whole lot else. I don't know a whole lot. How long? Oh, hope I can make it to your meetup. I hope you can too. That'll be cool. That'll be super cool. And matter of fact, I may try as soon as the live stream's over. Kelly, remind me. I'm gonna put the t-shirt on the Facebook group. We need to get the t-shirts ordered. So if you want a t-shirt, you can private message me on the Facebook group. If you're a small and you don't care to put your shirt size, whatever, I don't care. We will pre-order shirts, and we will have shirts at the meetup. But if you want to guarantee your size, we will do that. How is the aerator doing in the pond? That is a good question. I made an incredible box for the pump, so that's fantastic. And I made it so that it can solar charge. I put a fan in there, so it's doing good. We do not have any algae on the pond. The fish doing good. No floaters. No floaters. So doing good. The bubbler's doing good. I need the Facebook link. Sandra, send me an email and say, send me that link, and I'll send it to you. I will send you that link. Or you can try to type in 2024 Johnny's Journey Meetup and send a request. It is private, though. I did have some people have trouble finding it. So if we're not friends on Facebook, I can't invite you. If we're Facebook friends, I can invite you. Hate those floating fish. I know, right? All 64 of them. Those vultures had a good meal last year, though. But it's natural for a pond to overturn like that. So this year in the fall, we're going to have a fish fry, because we got to get the fish out of there, because they aren't able to naturally turn over since we got the aerator in there. So I want a shirt, but refuse to use Facebook. Can I PayPal you with size? You know what, Helen? Just send me the size that you want, and because I need to we're gonna don't anybody send me money yet. We're gonna get them ordered. When I find out what my cost is, I'll let you guys know what your cost is. Do you know what the torque is on the Yanaka gear bolts in the brackets for the Fiamma awning, or can you send an email? Let me ask you this, Kara. Go to Yanaka website. At the top, it's gonna say like resources. Click on resources. Scroll down, hit ProMaster, and then go down to the Fiamma. If I find it before you find it, I'll send it to you in an email. And if it's not in there, I'll message Brad in the morning and I'll get you that. I torque it this much. Fast X, the latest Fast and Furious movie is out on Amazon Prime, and oh my, and nail biting. Cool. What to look for to live in next. Hotel closing down, and will be torn. Oh wow. Laura, that's a pretty personal question to talk about on the live stream. I would think about your limited abilities in van life. Maybe talk to Derek and Tanya on van life voyages and see if somehow they can help you research vans that can accommodate possibly having to have your scooter, and that's what I would do. Van life, when you are in a wheelchair, in a scooter, maybe look at box trucks, but again, you'd almost have to have a ramp. I rinse and refill them with my good tap water. I'm not sure I have Hulu. How about those guns? Yep. I got to behave myself. YouTube will shut me down. um, some pictures for the explosion at. Oh yeah. I heard about the explosion. I heard about the explosion, and I saw some of the footage, but I don't know if anyone was hurt. I feel like the headline that I saw would have been different if somebody was hurt. I would have thought the headline would have said 24 injured after explosion. That's what I think I would have heard. Um um let's see here. No injuries. Very good. Very good. That is a reliable source. No one was hurt from what I saw. There you go. The walkway got ruined. It was, did you see that? That was bad. You know, it was kind of surprising because the footage that I saw had a lot of people on the walkway all out there. I would almost be hesitant to be over there. I mean, yeah, boardwalk was damaged. Good to see you, Gary. Good to see you. I would be hesitant to be out there after seeing that. So, yep. Blue Wave Odyssey is in the house. Hello, Johnny. We're on our way to the Grand Tetons in Yellowstone. Yeah, I know, right? I'll tell you what, man, I absolutely love the Tetons. It is like my favorite. If you guys haven't Googled yet, the number one barn photographed in the United States, it's in the Tetons. It is 100% worth the trip. It is beautiful. Beautiful. And if you and Debbie are going to do a hike, I did the Cascades Trail by Johnson. What is that? Johnson's it's just incredible. The Tetons are incredible. You guys be safe. And Bob, it is so awesome to see you on the stream. We sure do miss you. We sure do miss you. We were all reminiscing about Mary Jones, and your name 100% was in the conversation. Miss you. It's been a long time. Yep. And tell Debbie hi. Another Debbie in the house. We are swamped with Debbies. So yeah, I love the Tetons. Everybody in here knows that the Tetons so far are my favorite national park. So, but I haven't been to Yosemite yet. And I haven't been to the Sierras yet. So we'll see. You just missed seeing D in the chat. You did. You sure did. It's so cool to see you guys. It's been a while. It's so cool. Matter of fact, Bob, if you're still here, how's that? How's that? You cannot purchase this anywhere. This is not for sale anywhere. Love it, love it, love it. Yep. Hello, RV Ashes. Good to see you. We love our Debbies. We do. I haven't been to the Tetons or yours. You got to do the Tetons. I mean to tell you, like, you know how you always talk about, like, you just never know about tomorrow. Like, you got to make the Tetons happen before tomorrow happens because it is incredible there. I love Glacier better than the Tetons, but both are great. Now, how was the wildlife in the Glacier? Because the wildlife in the Tetons were incredible the year we went. It was incredible. So, yep. Yeah, I love it. Nice cup. I know, right? That is like from 2021. That is heavy duty. We rule the world, or at least live. You are so close to Yosemite. So I want to go see Yosemite. I'm going to be in Arizona, I think, a couple of months. Bob, thank you so much for the super chat. Bob rocks. What does Bob get, guys? What does Bob get? Thanks, Bob. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. We are outnumbered for sure in the Deborah department. That's for sure. That's so cool. Yeah. So gonna go to Arizona this year. Probably be out there about 2 months. Hopefully 2 months, maybe month and a half. But I still need Bryce. I still need Arches. So Patty and I were talking about, I don't know if we're going to do a group or if we're going to, whoever's there and wants to go, but there's a couple of parks I still need to get. I would love to do Yosemite. I'm worried about driving that in January. That might be tough. So let's see here. There's a lot of Helens in the world too. There sure are. Couple of days away. Oh my goodness. I hiked up Half Dome when I was around 35, Ditto Mount. I would love to hike Mount Whitney. I want to do the John Muir Trail. Haven't climbed Grand Teton, but saw 2017 eclipse with the foreground. That would be cool. I'll tell you, any photography in the Tetons is amazing. And grizzlies, black bear, moose. I mean, we saw everything. It was incredible. I actually have a video on the Tetons and Yellowstone. I loved it. I just absolutely loved it. You must, hey, you know what, Helen? Don't even go there. My middle name is Edna. Like I haven't heard the name Edna in probably 53 years. I mean, nobody is named. That's an old name. I know a lot of Greeks. My mother-in-law is a Helen. There you go. Helen's in the, two of the Helens are my favorite. There you go. Don't be a bum. Smash the thumb. That's a good one. And that's fantastic. Sorry, I'm thinking of Yellowstone, not Yosemite. You are right. Oh, if we can do Yosemite in like January or so, that would be so cool. Jim's getting nervous about the wildlife. Don't be nervous. It's they really don't want to harm you. Just don't, like, a lot of people that are injured by the wildlife out there, it's because they're doing something that they shouldn't be doing. Those national parks get so many visitors every single year. Good night, Bob. Safe travels, you guys. Good to see you. Those national parks get so many visitors every single year that the wildlife are kind of used to seeing the cars stopping. That's why these grizzly bears are walking down the side of the road. When we were in the Grand Tetons, the bear were walking right alongside all the cars. So anyway, I'm more nervous about the stupid tourists. Absolutely. Carry bear spray. There you go. Brian Babb, appreciate you. Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you for that. There's oh man, I'm gonna pass reading that one out loud, John. People can be so stupid with the wildlife. Absolutely. Panda time again. That's right. Yep. Yes, there you go. Yeah, people, I just feel like that people want to, I saw some recent, I don't know if it was TikTok or Instagram. Some guy was videoing a bear. He wasn't 5 feet from that thing. Now, I'm just saying, I love wildlife, but if you want that good of a shot, buy a bigger camera. That's stupid. That is stupid. So, I mean, that was weird. Just Googled it. Most of Yosemite is blanketed in snow from about November through May. I knew it. I knew that. Yeah, a zoom. I've got a 200 millimeter lens. When I retire and I've got time to actually use it, I would love like a 400, 600. I would love a 600. So, but it is a huge investment and you got to use that stuff. You can't just sit it in a bag. So when I'm 62, that'll be my retirement gift to myself. Only 36 thumbs up, 50 watching. Are you kidding me? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Hit that thumbs up on the way out. Leave a comment on your way out. That would be awesome. Awesome. Respect all wildlife, especially the ones that can kill you. I know, right? That is right. And you know, if you're uh doing backpacking, like backcountry backpacking, be smart. Like take your bell, like make noise, a whistle, bear spray. I mean, be smart. So lenses that big can get very expensive. They're very expensive. I can tell you, I've got a lens that was over $1,000. Yep, it was my treat to myself. I sold my 600 and 400. They were pretty heavy and got used very rarely. That's what I'm talking about. No use having that in a bag for 7 more years when I really am not going to be able to use it until, yeah. Many times I wish I had a camera with a good zoom lens. With as much traveling as you guys do, that would be incredible. That would be incredible. But honestly, like your phone will go up to 200, I think. So you get really good shots with your phones, honestly. More cowbell. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Get a cowbell. Yeah, I'll tell you what, when I hiked the Appalachian Trail, I wanted to see a bear, but you would still, they put bells on their backpack so that they, hear them coming. Play some music. What, if you're worried about it, if you want to hike and you're okay if you see wildlife, but you don't want it real close to you, play music, but respect other hikers. I do pretty good with my 200 and 300. That's what I'm saying. I've got a 200 and I get some pretty good shots with it. I'll tell you, there's a lot of times I'll get better shots with my phone. I do have like an astrophotography lens. And if you guys have gone to my Instagram and you have seen some of my Milky Way photos, that was an astrophotography lens. It's got like a f1 1.4, something like that. It's nice. So guys, it's 9:02. I know there's a lot of you guys on the East Coast watching. Just bought a monocular telescope for my iPhone. Cool. So I know there's a lot of you guys on the East Coast. I don't want to run over. I'm gonna get to bed. I am got a full schedule this fall, the rest of the summer and fall. So I'm burning the candle at both ends. So if I would sing, all the wildlife would run. All right, guys, take care. Thank you for sticking around and hanging out tonight. We'll see you guys on Sunday. Safe travels. Prayers, Mary.